Hello to all of you beautiful human beings out there. My name is Nick and I am the Tipsy Tarot. Today we have a amazing walkthrough slash haul of one of my absolute favorite tarot and oracle deck creator. And her name is, she goes by the Cosmic Valeria. We are accompanied today by some wonderful coffee made by Starbucks in my Keurig. Okay, so I do want to say that this tarot cloth did not come from Cosmic Valeria, but I do want to let you know that I think that this mystical cloth is going to be perfect for this haul. Going with the tarot decks. It is called the Moon Witch Tarot deck, and it is absolutely stunning. So she just released a new tarot deck in tarot, like a normal tarot size form, and then we have the OG. I do not have the box for the OG because this is my workhorse deck. I will be absolutely honest. I have had this deck now for about 2 years, and look how well this has held up. Granted, when I read people with this is my clarifying deck. It's such a magical deck. I don't know how else to explain it. It has this beautiful matte gold foiling, and just look at all of the edges. I've had this for 2 years. This is my workhorse deck. I use this deck all the damn time. And the fact that this still looks like this, I need to figure out who she gets her cards printed from, because this is amazing quality. This quality of deck is everything that I look into. So these are the OG. This is probably like a 3x5. It is a little bit more of a chunkier deck. But again, I have big hands, so I am able to shuffle. But this is, can I say more? Going with the backings, look how absolutely stunning they are. They have some gold foiling, and they also have this like nice gold frame that's around them. They are fantastic quality. Going with the decks themselves, they also do have some gold foiling involved, and they're just gorgeous. They're like little accents throughout the entire deck. Like here's the Fool, and you have like the Sun that's foiled, you have the Fool that's foiled, and I want to show you the newest edition of her creations. And this is the exact same tarot deck, but it is in a normal size form. The inside of the card and all of the boxes are the same. It's a 2-piece box. It's very sturdy. It's great quality. And in the inside, it says all the answers lie within. It's very beautiful. It is kind of like nature-esque, whimsical. It is female. It's pro-female. There's a lot of feminine energy going on. And the guidebook is so amazing. It is so informative. It gives you the upright, it gives you the reverse, it gives you the numerology for each card, the tarot and the moon. There is so much that has to go into this guidebook that I am just absolutely amazed of how much information is in such a little thick booklet. Highly recommend checking out this guidebook as well. Definitely read through, because it gives you the exact meanings of each card, but in a more broader and more informative way. So, and just look at the gold foiling. The gold foiling is just everywhere. It's absolutely gorgeous. So I'm just going to show you both of the backs. So they're exactly the same. The only difference is that obviously the newest edition is in normal tarot size, and then you have the OG, which is in a bigger edition. But overall, it's the same thing. You have gold foiling on the stars, on the moon, on the back. You have the framing, and then going with the cards themselves, or the decks themselves, they are exactly the same. The only difference is the size. This also has that matte gold finish, and I do want to let you know I have been working with this deck for probably about the entire month of October so far, and it has really held up as well. The cardstock is matte. It's that matte finish, and it's thick, but it's got some great bounce back. I mean, look I can bend it and it just stays in one place. It doesn't even really bend or move or go anywhere. So highly recommend that. I love reading with this deck because it is so magical. It's strong. And I don't know I don't think I've ever talked about it before, but I am really into female vibe decks. I love the feminine energies that this deck gives. And the best thing about this tarot deck as well is that there's no facial expressions. And I like that because sometimes facial expressions mean a lot, you know, especially if you're someone that likes to look at the artwork while you're reading. Look at that 10 of Cups. I know I've talked about the 10 of Cups. It's probably one of my favorite cards in the deck. Well, I do really like the Ace of Cups too. It's so amazing. I love the black. So back in about maybe like a year ago, or maybe during the beginning of the year, she did offer a lighter deck. So you had like the dark mode, and then you had the light mode kind of a thing. And I did have the light mode. I never opened it, and I decided to gift it to one of my friends that's a tarot reader for her birthday, and she absolutely loves it. I actually have I have a couple friends actually that I've gifted this deck to. So definitely want to let you know that overall, I mean, it is just absolutely stunning. And the read that I get from this deck is so truthful, and it's so cut to the chase that you can't go wrong. I have never been wrong. I have given some straightforward answers using this as a clarifying deck. I have gotten so many informative answers from using this deck. And it's one of these decks where as soon as you get it in from the mail, you know, as soon as you get it in and you open it up, it's like there's a burst of magic that comes out of it. You can feel the vibes, the positive vibes that it gives. I always smudge my decks when I get them, but I do want to let you know that this was one of those decks where like you could just feel the magic when you open up the box. It's so hard to explain, but this is my workhorse. This is going to be my go-to deck. This is my absolute favorite deck. If you had, you know, if you came at me with a gun or a knife and you're like, pick the deck to have for the rest of your life, this would be it. Definitely. For sure. This is by far my absolute favorite deck. I use this on the daily. I use this as my daily readings as well. And it's just absolutely stunning. I cannot say anything more besides you have to get your hands on it. I don't think she's as popular as she should be. This is an indie deck, and she does make, she's an indie creator. So I do want to put that out there that she also has an Instagram, which is super amazing. So I will definitely put down the link below of her social media as well, along with where you can get these decks. But I do want to let you know that if you were to put a gun to my head, this is the deck that I would choose. It is just my absolute favorite. I work with it every day. My daily readings, my zodiac readings. I use it when I have clients as my clarifier. It's just an all-around my absolute favorite. So highly recommend getting this deck because it is just my absolute favorite. Jumping cards, that's what I usually do when I read, and it just works. Look at, of course, I'm working right now. I'm collaborating with all of you. It's just truthful. And at least for me, this is, you can't go wrong with this deck. Now, this creator did create 3 Oracle decks that are absolutely stunning. First, we're going to go with the Moon Witch Oracle. So this is a great companion with the tarot deck. Going with the guidebook itself, there's just gold foiling all over the place. I absolutely love this. The guidebook is in black and white. It's not in color like the tarot guidebook, but there is so much information about each card and what it means and the keywords that you can get lost in this guidebook. The inside of the box is so pretty too, right? You have the Moon Witch. You have this naturistic feel to it. It just puts you in this like gorgeous, whimsical fantasy woodland area. So going with the gilded edges, they are also matte gold, so they are going to hold up. You know, if you are, someone that just started watching my videos, I'm going to tell you, or if you are a repeated watcher, I will say, and you have heard me before, matte gilded edges are how to get to my heart. I absolutely love them. They hold up very well. The backings are this like beige color, and it has, that just has that half moon right there for you, that crescent moon. And then you have the artwork. They're all golden edges. You have symbolism, which they talk about in the guidebook. It's numbered, and then it has just a little keyword. And let me tell you, I have used this Oracle deck as a companion with the Moon Witch Tarot, and it is spot on. You have yeses, you have no's, you have different phases of the moon. It is just an absolute fantastic deck to work with. You have some witches there. It's so unique. It's cut to the chase. I don't remember how many cards are in this, so I apologize. I guess we can look in the guidebook really quick. I can tell you how many, if it would even tell me. I don't know. I don't know. It doesn't seem like there's a lot of cards, but I'm going to be totally honest. There is quite a bit. And the quality is just like the Moon Witch Tarot. It is thick. It has a great bounce back. It just holds up very, very well. And it's just an overall gorgeous deck. If you ever purchase her decks, you will open them up and you are just gasping for air because there is just so much magic that is inside such a small little box. So that is the Moon Witch Oracle. Now, she did come out with another Oracle deck, and it's called Flowers and Feelings Oracle. Now, this Oracle deck is all about nature. It's all about like the flowers, and it's all about, some of the plants that come with nature, and it is very gorgeous. This guidebook is a lot thicker. It is in, probably because there's more, cards in here. But again, this one's a little bit in color. It's also in like this beige and black. And there are keywords. There are meanings. There's like recipes. There's the love syrup. There's like witch recipes and rituals that you can do. There's spells and protection spells and rituals and ingredients and recipes for other spells and concoctions. It is so amazing. You have to check that out. The guidebook, or the cards themselves, Absolutely stunning. Very similar to the Moon Witch. You still have that crescent moon in there, so that must be Cosmic Valeria's symbol. But it's so whimsical. It's so naturesque. There's so much color going on. And then you have this borderless, which all of them are borderless. But more to say, there is so much color. It's vibrant. It's simple. It's cut to the chase. I have used all of her cards at once before. And let me tell you, the reading that I was given was mind-blowing. I wanted to know what to look forward to in a week from now. And also I did a separate reading using all of her decks on what I should be working on. And let me tell you, it doesn't matter if you are trying to look for something that's going to happen in the near future, or if you're looking for guidance, these oracle cards are going to give you all of the above. And that's something that I absolutely love about this artist, is that she's able to create an oracle deck or a tarot deck and, you know, have some meanings and some keywords by it, but it goes far beyond that. It's more broad. It's meaningful. Deadly Nightshade, if you ask, it shall be given. And then when you go into the guidebook, it goes in so much more detail. You're just like, you're mind blown. Look at that card. Look at the sunflower. I love a good matte finish as well. I gotta say, especially when I am doing these videos, you know, I have a ring light, and sometimes that ring light, it really causes some glare if you have, you know, if there's decks that you are showcasing or that I'm throughing and they're like semi-glossy, it kind of sucks sometimes. So I do love a good matte finish. Also, when you're reading in daylight, you don't, you know, in the sun shining bright through a window or whatever, I mean, sometimes that glare really, really sucks. So this is called the Flowers and Feelings Oracle. Absolutely gorgeous. I just highly recommend all of her decks. Just use one of your paychecks and just buy it all. And last and not least, we have her newest oracle deck. Besides the new Moon Witch normal tarot size tarot deck that she came out with, she also released this oracle deck. And this is called the Forest Tales Oracle. Now, this is showcasing creatures, mystical creatures, and it is just such a stunning deck as well. The inside has that gold foiling, colorful. You have the back of the cards that are the exact same as the guidebook. So you know which guidebook is going to go with which one, because there's some kind of similarity between each deck that she creates. The guidebook in this one as well is like in a black page and black gilt edges. And again, super informative. It gives a quote, it gives a meaning, it gives a deep, in-depth meaning towards it. You have a journal prompts as well if you are journaling and using this deck for journaling. It is so informative. It's just, I love it. Going with the deck, she is all about the matte gilded edges. I highly recommend for any kind of tarot creators in the future, definitely do this matte gilded edge. It's fantastic. And we have our woodland creatures. Again, there is a lot of gold foiling. I mean, look at, you have Leshy, protect the forest. And look at all those little gold foilings on those like leaves. Oak tree. Things we take for granted, someone else is wishing for. It's cut to the chase, straight to the point. Small keywords with a big meaning. Blackcurrant. That is probably one of the first face features I have seen in any of her decks. That's unique. Oh yeah, there's faces. I guess I never really even noticed that until now. Wow. Baba Yaga, things are not always what they seem. And that's what I love about this tarot deck, this oracle deck as well, and all of our oracle decks. They're not fluffy. They're not going to be absolutely positive every time you pull a card. These are not affirmation cards, okay? This is gonna you know, kind of hurt a little bit. It's gonna give you some truth, which I'm not mad about, but I know some people, you know, can't take the truth or don't want to take the truth. So, but if you're someone that likes a deep reading and a more broad reading, then this is the deck for you. Absolutely. There's Bat. You are safe. You have Perun. Do not be afraid. You are never alone. So that's probably like a spirit, you know, a spirit guide. Mugwort. Nurture yourself. Fill your cup first. Be a little selfish, you know, so you can get more meanings and stuff towards this, you know, these cards. Absolutely stunning deck. Oh, it looks like, oh, Forest. Okay, that confused me for a second. I was like, wait a second. I knew there was a card similar to that, but it kind of threw me in for a loop. Fern Flower, Fox. So, very informative oracle deck. I think it's absolutely stunning. Let's see what we need to know for today. Perun, do not be afraid, you are never alone. Beautiful. Well, I'm never alone. I have all of you, right? My YouTubers and my YouTube watchers and my subscribers. So thank you so much for watching. And that is all I have to say for the Moon Witch Tarot Oracle decks, all by Cosmic Valeria. I will kind of put it all here so you can kind of get a little gist again of what exactly she creates. And that is all I have for you. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you so much for subscribing. For some of you that are new to my videos, please make sure that you subscribe, like, comment, and so you can stay updated on later videos. This means a lot to me. This is my absolute one of my favorite creators of all time in the world of tarot and oracle. Highly recommend checking her out. I am not sponsored by this video. This is just my take on tarot decks and oracle decks, and that's how it's always going to be. So thank you so much for watching. Please make sure that you subscribe, and we'll see you on the next one. Bye, everyone.